Welcome to this tutorial on how to understand, read, and identify dial calipers. Now we will go over this, and we have inch or metric, how to identify them. The inch caliper, and this is a photo of a typical inch caliper. Looks pretty standard. Hopefully we will get to next year work with these a little bit more. Now, the inch dial caliper, how to tell it is an inch dial caliper. There's actually 3 ways to do that, and we will find out that one way is right here. It tells us right here that it is inch, and each one of these lines is 0.001 inches, or 1/1000ths, and we need to start getting used to talking in thousands when dealing with calipers. The other one, we have an inch symbol over here, and another dead giveaway is notice the great big 1 right here, and on out through here it goes 1, 2. That is for inch. And now we will go in and how to read it. And this is the bar, and on the bar you will see from 0 to 1 is equal to 0.100 inch, or as we would call it, 100,000ths. And you will notice 1, 2. When you get to the inch, you start over. Okay, and then each one of these marks right here is 1/1000ths of an inch. And what we have to do is we have to read the bar and then the dial. So let's start out by doing that. We see that we have 1 inch, so we put down the 1 point, and then we go to the 2, so we can write 1.2, and then we add what's on the dial, which this one goes 10, 20, 5. We can count them up: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1.226 inches. Now we can go on with the metric caliper. It is a little bit different, and there's different variations. The one that you're seeing here is actually 0.02 millimeters on it, and notice you have a 0 and a 0. This is one style, but we're going to be looking at one that looks like this. How can we tell it is a metric caliper? Just like the inch, we have the mm, and it also tells what each line represents: 0.01 millimeters. We have the millimeters over on the right hand side, and notice how the numbering system is totally different than the inch. It goes 10, so that right there is actually 1 centimeter or 10 millimeters, and each one of these marks is 1 millimeter. This particular dial caliper, 1 revolution equals 1 millimeter. Every now and then you'll see one, if it has a 0 and a 0, they're usually 2.02 millimeters, and it will go 2 millimeters per revolution, just depending on the type. But this one is what we're going to deal with, how to read this type right here. So each one of these lines is 1 millimeter. Each one of these is 0.01 millimeter. So what would we do? First thing we'd do is we would count up our bar: 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice that this edge is just beyond the 6, so it's on the low side of the numbers. If it was real close and it was on this side, you would go down to that one, but this one's above it, so we write the 46, and then whatever we have here. So we have 0.30 millimeters. That is how you read the metric one. Thank you very much. I hope this helps you, and hopefully we'll get back in class very soon.